Our flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a roll call, please, Liz.
Sure. Mr. Wakilsky,
Here.
Mr. Meehan,
Here.
Ms. DiVenezia. Here. Mr. Hetrick,
Here.
Mr. Murray,
Here.
Mr. Balin is absent, Ms. Minson is absent, Mr. Weissman,
Here.
Mr. Lynch,
Here.
Mr. Semrau is absent, Mr. Pasternak,
Here.
Mr. Henry,
Here.
and Ms. Bonkovich is here.
Notice this meeting has been provided through resolution adopted by the mayor and council on December 16, 2024. At its regular meeting of the mayor and town council at the Boonton Town Hall, 100 Washington Street, Boonton, New Jersey, and by electronic mailing to the citizen of Morris County and the Daily Record newspapers, through posting on the town website and by filing a copy of the same with the town clerk. Members of the public were also permitted to submit written comments prior to the meeting via mail or email, which will be read during the public comment period. All public comments, whether during the public portion of the meeting or submitted beforehand, shall be limited to no greater than 3 minutes in duration. At this time, we'll move on to our various committee and liaison reports, starting with Administrator Neil Henry.
Thank you, Mayor. In addition to what's on your agenda for this evening's meeting, the following key items have been addressed by the Administrator's Office since the April 7th council meeting. The administration hosted representatives of the New Jersey Civil Service Commission who were here to answer a number of questions on possible promotions within the police department as well as the Department of Public Works. I continue to meet with candidates to replace our T4 water operator as well as our town engineer. Had an opportunity to meet with the Affordable Housing Subcommittee to continue discussions on our draft of the housing element and fair share plan. I had an opportunity to meet with the Executive Director of the Morristown Parking Authority and her team on ideas on how to deal with potential parking reconfigurations within our Main Street corridor. I will like to note publicly that Washington Street in front of Town Hall is scheduled to be paved on Thursday and Friday of this week. This will complete the work which RVRSA finished up last year. Traffic advisories will be distributed by the police department and administration. And as always, continue work on managing matters of personnel and other litigation matters. And that completes my report.
Thank you. Any comments or questions for Administrator Henry? Seeing none, we'll move on to Finance Personnel. Councilmember Weissman.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of quick things. There's a resolution in the consent agenda around the 911 dispatch, which was vetted through the committee and approved unanimously by the committee. And then I also want to note ordinance 0525, which is the ordinance regarding self-assessment. This, not self-assessment, the town-wide assessment. Self-assessment would be a whole other thing. And I just want to note, this is something, as we know, we'll discuss it more in a little bit, that's required by the county. It's something that I remain deeply concerned about how we're going to go about doing it. We've discussed it at length in the Finance Committee. We'll continue to discuss it and make sure that it's being done in a way that respects all of our residents and is done in a really fair and equitable way. So just want to note that this is something that's very much on the committee's mind. It's something that I'll continue to monitor, but that's it for my report.
Thank you. Any comments or questions for Councilmember Weissman? Seeing none, we'll move on to Police. Councilmember Meehan.
Thanks, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. This committee met on April 8th. We continued our discussions on new hires, even at the point where we have a resolution tonight for our new probationary officer. We went over a little bit more detail of Oak Street speeding. We dropped some speed data boxes, so there'll be some data, actual raw data coming back to help us, as well as making sure the rumble strips are all updated. We had a quick discussion following Megan's law. The police department is following all protocols. We asked about ICE activity. The way the ICE activity works in town, it's something of a criminal nature. The police department will be notified about it. But if it's something in civil in nature, it's actually not even handled by our department, by our town. So for anyone who has questions about that, please reach out. But the police department is way on top of everything that's going on there. For the lack of activity going on, because there is no ICE activity going on in town. To set any rumors aside, there was nothing going on. Wrapping up the handicap parking, Captain Thomas following up with Pat Laverty, going over all the private handicap parking spaces, making sure we got those appropriately itemized. And we're still looking into the trailers, not a police department issue, but using trailers down at DPW and how we can possibly register, if you will, trailers that meet the weight requirements and can be used down there. So still open for discussion, but these things are being talked about. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any comments or questions for Councilmember Meehan?
On the Oak Street, I just wanted to thank, I've heard from a number of residents already up in that area, how much they appreciate that being out. So I appreciate you being on top of that and keeping pushing that forward and getting those rumble strips repaired, which I know they're talking a lot about with the administrator as well. So thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll move on to Recreation. Councilmember Meehan.
And I'm back. Okay, Saturday we had town cleanup. It was a great success, so thanks to everyone that participated. This coming Sunday, we have the car show. Pre-registration is still open, so you can pre-register, save yourself $5. That's looking to be a real great day. Summer Rec, early bird registration, again, another opportunity for save some money, will end on Wednesday, April 30th at noon. So if you're, again, looking to save a little money for summer camp, get your registration in. And a new event we got going on called Power Wheels Racing. This is all for the 2 and 8-year-olds, speeches in town. That's going to take place on Monday, May 12th at the Senior Center. Pit Row is going to open up at 6 p.m.
Okay.
So hopefully everyone will come out there and have a good time. Thank you. Well, we got some mature drivers now.
Any comments or questions for Councilmember Meehan? Seeing none, we'll move on to Board of Education. Councilmember Di Venezia.
Well, this is going to be very, very brief because the Board of Ed meetings this month overlap the town council meetings, except for the one next week. Board of Ed did not meet on April 14th or tonight because they are in recess for spring. So next meeting is April 28th. On the agenda for that meeting will be the school budget for the year.
Thank you. Moving on, Green Team, Councilmember Hetrick.
We did not meet last week because half the team was away for spring break, but we are meeting this Thursday. The slogan contest has a winner. Keep your eyes open because that will be announced tomorrow. We will put that out on social media, and there is still time. I think you got till the end of the day tomorrow to submit a picture of you and your family with a garbage bag full of litter to enter in the Clean Your Town contest we have going on. 3 random winners will be picked to receive gift cards from some businesses on Main Street. And we're going to make like a collage of all the pictures. So please get involved. If you need a link on where to submit that, come find me after or, email me and I'll send it over to you.
Thank you. Any comments or questions for Councilmember Hetrick? Seeing none, we'll move on to correspondence. We have a couple pieces tonight. First is from Natalie Spengold, Executive Director of Boot Main Street. Hello, all. I hope this finds you well. I want to reach out in regards to our June and October 1st Fridays, where we close Main Street for our event. I would like your approval to be able to close the street for these events, and we'll take all and any steps necessary, including reaching out to the county and police department. Please let me know what you need me to do. The dates are June 6th and October 3rd from around 4 to 9 p.m. Thanks again for your help. All the best, Natalie. Get a motion to open this up for discussion.
No move, Bukowski.
Second, Steve Venezia.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody have comments or concerns? Seems like a pretty standard request.
Just a quick question. Do we know the cross streets that we're closing? Between where and where?
I think
usually-
the last time they did it, they scaled it back in size a little bit. It might have been from Division up to Church, or maybe the next block up from Church, or maybe Division to
Does
Liberty.
anyone know?
I do
No.
not know.
Okay, we'd have to reach out to Natalie.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't get past Newton Avenue.
Usually goes
Yeah.
from Division up to Lovemore Judge Last.
Yeah.
Like Liberty,
I
right?
guess procedurally, as a point of information, just procedurally, do we need to have that included before approving, or if we just approve it?
I don't think so. Great.
No,
I'll
It's
make
been
them,
successful and
yeah, it makes sense to do it.
why? It ain't broke.
Yep.
Good. All right. Get a motion to approve this?
So moved, Weissman?
second, Steve Venezia.
I keep coming up third to you.
You gotta be faster, Steve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is from the Chief of Boot and Kiwanis. We would like to do our annual coin toss again this year, on May 14th, 15th, and 16th from 4 PM to sundown. Assume they do it right out here on Lathrop. Can you get a motion to open this up for discussion?
I'll move, Bukowski.
Second, Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody have any comments or concerns?
Just a question. I noted the line in here, motion to approve pending satisfaction of all requirements, which is just not a line I've seen before. And just noting, want to know what that was. Insurance? Got it. Okay, thank you.
Then I would ask call for motion to approve pending satisfaction of all requirements.
So moved. Steve Anesia.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And the next one is less good. It's from our short-term T4 water operator. Dear Neil Henry, I'm ready to formally resign from my position as Assistant Superintendent of DPW effective 4/7/2025. I did not make this decision lightly, and I'm truly grateful for my opportunities at the department. I appreciate your support, guidance, and a chance to work with such a devoted team. I will do everything I can to ensure a smooth transition. Please let me know how I can assist during this period. Thank you once again for everything. I hope to keep in touch and wish the town of Boonton, Mayor Lynch, the town council, yourself, and your great staff my sincere sympathy. You are all a great professional team. Sincerely, Assistant Superintendent, Town of Boonton Department of Public Works. I'm not even gonna try, Eric.
Eric
Um,
Akue.
we can discuss this, but I guess call for motion to regretfully accept this.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Moving on to consent agenda, resolutions 25-109 through 25-115. Need a motion to open this up for discussion.
So move, Murray.
Second, Bukowski.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, anybody have any comments or concerns?
The only comment I would have is to welcome Christian Rojas to the force and hope that his time at the academy goes well.
Mr. Rojas in attendance? Yep. Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
So good luck.
Put a little more pressure on us. If there's no other comments, I would call for a motion to move the consent agenda forward.
I'll move, Bukowski.
Second, Weissman.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Venezia,
Yes.
Mr. Hedrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan,
Yes.
Mr. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Weissman,
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski,
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Welcome board.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to unfinished business, ordinance 05-25, public hearing proposed adoption, an ordinance authorizing an emergency appropriation, NJSA 40A:4-53, engagement of special consultants for a town-wide reassessment.
This is a point of information or point of whatever on this. We changed the language last time to instead not as approved by the county board of election or county board, but as ordered by the, so just in the approval, let's just make sure.
It was advertised, correct.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was, so, but just so in the file, they just change, making that change. That's okay.
Can we get a motion to open this up to the public for public comment?
So moved, Steve Anesia.
Second, Bukowski.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any members of the public wishing to come forward and speak to this particular issue, please step forward, introduce yourself. The mic is yours. Seeing none, I'll call for motion to open this to town council discussion.
I'll move, Bukowski.
Second, Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody have comments that they care to share? I know.
Yeah, I mean, just briefly, and we've talked about this, I think, a little bit last time, and I know I referenced it, this is something that we're being ordered to do by the county. We don't have a choice in this. I think we had a really robust discussion about how to do this in a way that had the least impact, least harm to our town. And it's something that I'm going to continue to monitor and make sure that we're doing this in a way that is professional and is appropriate. And so I appreciate, Neil, I appreciate the conversations you and I had around the company and who this will be. I would just encourage everyone to participate, obviously, in this process in good faith, but definitely make sure that if there are any issues that you let us know. And that's really it. This is probably the most annoyed yes vote I'll ever cast in my time on the council.
Oh, don't be sure.
So far.
Any other comments?
I think Mr. Weissman has covered it.
Okay, then I would like to call for motion to move ordinance 05-25 forward.
So moved.
Wilkowski.
Second, Evenezia.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Evenezia.
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan.
Yes.
Murray.
Yes.
Weitzman.
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Resolution 25-116, special emergency reassessment update. I assume that this is to approve the funding for what we just did. So I would call for motion, open this up for discussion.
So moved, Wilkowski. Second, Meehan.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody, anything else to discuss?
This is the second most.
We said yes, I guess we gotta pay for it.
I just want to make sure that I understand that is this the one that has to do with how this affects our cap bank, or is this?
No, this is to pay for what
this
we
is to-
did.
Yeah, it's to pay for it and to break it out over 5 years.
Yep.
Got
Well,
it.
it's gonna be a 5-year process rather than
Yeah.
one and done.
Got it. Okay.
Then I would call for a motion to adopt.
So moved, Wilkowski.
Second, Hetrick.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Evenezia.
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan.
Yes.
Murray.
Yes.
Weitzman.
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. New business. Ordinance 07-25, introduction and title only. Bond ordinance appropriating $5,110,600 and authorizing the issuance of $3,559,000 bonds or notes of the town for various improvements or purposes authorized to be undertaken by the town of Boonton in the county of Morris. Can I get a motion to introduce this?
So moved, Wilkowski. Second, Meehan.
We get a roll call, please?
Ms. Evenezia.
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Mr. Weitzman.
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Ordinance 08-25, introduction title only. An ordinance providing for various sanitary sewage system improvements by the town of Boonton in the county of Morris, New Jersey, and appropriating $293,000, therefore from monies in the sewer capital improvement fund of the town. Can I get a motion to introduce this?
So moved, Evenezia.
Second, Murray.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Evenezia.
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Mr. Weitzman.
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Ordinance 09-25. Got a staple for it. Ordinance providing for various water supply and distribution system improvements in and by the town of Boonton in the county of Morris, New Jersey, and appropriating $294,900, therefore from monies in the water capital improvement fund of the town. Get a motion to introduce this, please.
So moved, Murray.
Second, Wilkowski.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Evenezia.
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan.
Yes.
Murray.
Yes.
Mr. Weitzman.
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Ordinance 10-25, introduction title only. Ordinance providing for various improvements to be undertaken in and by the town of Boonton in the county of Morris, New Jersey, and appropriating $398,200, therefore from various sources. Any motion to introduce this, please?
Jake, it's your turn.
So moved.
Second, Meehan.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Ms. Evenezia.
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick.
Yes.
Mr. Meehan.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Mr. Weitzman.
Yes.
Mr. Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. At this point, I would like to open the dais up to any council member or administrator or town attorney comments. Anybody has anything they care to bring forward, please feel free to do so.
I just wanted to go back to our DPW superintendent. I want to thank you for handling your staff. It wasn't an easy process to hire Eric, and it wasn't a short process, and I think they did a good job. I had a good candidate. And I was just a little bit disappointed, the abrupt departure for it, but kudos to Neil.
Thank you.
It was good. Good hire.
I would say we're very disappointed and we did what we could to persuade him otherwise, but
Yeah.
anyone else?
I'm just gonna, I was not able to attend the townwide cleanup, but I hear, Natalie, that your crumb cake was a hit. So, it's a great tradition, and thank you for continuing it.
Okay, then I'll call for motion to adjourn. Oh, excuse me. Public.
Public
Get ahead
comment?
of myself. Any members of public wishing to come forward, raise any topic they'd like? The mic is yours. Seeing none. Is there a? Okay, thank you very much. Due to some concerns, safety concerns with the parking lot here at Town Hall, all four voting wards will be voting at the senior center at this primary season in June. So those that are here are now notified. If you could share this with your neighbors, I think we're going to be taking steps to share this. There may be a mailing of some sort, and I believe a social media presence of some sort too. So please let your neighbors know. It'd be a shame they showed up to vote and were not aware of where the proper place was.
And Mayor, just to clarify, this is just for the primary. The
Yes.
general election will go back to the two wards.
Assuming that the parking lot is repaired at that time. It better be.
Neil?
But also, that information will be on the ballot, correct?
Yes. Any luck with possibly running a shuttle from here up?
I still have to look into that, John.
Okay,
I'm making
thank you.
a follow up with that tomorrow.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I suggest maybe we can get the senior citizen bus to shuttle people up to senior center from town hall, those that like to walk here. So trying to make it easy as possible, everyone to get out and put their vote in for the primary.
Anyone else? All right, now I call for motion to adjourn.
So moved, Weissman.
Second, Wokowski.
All in favor?
Aye.